from Constellations. I'm Luann Haggerty, and I know you guys don't need me to sign, but I thought I would give you a little bit of an introduction before teaching a few of your lines in Constellations. You never know what you'll pick up. Now, this play is supposed to be British. It's like holding an umbrella, top of the umbrella, British. And British Sign Language is different than American Sign Language. But nobody in the audience will understand you if you use BSL. BSL is not where we borrow ASL foundations from. So strange, in spoken word, British speaking and American speaking, you can understand each other, that's fine. But in sign is completely different. Our foundation, American Sign Language Foundation, is borrowed from French. So a lot of the hand shapes, ways of expressing are a lot more in the French style. BSL has, I'll give you the basic, okay, the 2-second introduction to BSL is all of the vowels are on your fingers. So A, E, I, O, U. And all of the consonants are between. So it looks a little bit like typing. It requires both hands. Now, ASL looks a lot more flowy, and you can use both hands, or you can often just sign with one. So if you're carrying something, you're not stuck. So ASL is the preferred sign choice for a play that's happening in Rochester, New York. Definitely. But I wanted you to know the difference before you started, so you didn't get stuck with an audience member or somebody coming up and saying, that's not from England. That's not how they sign there. And you can have a knowledgeable response to that. So I thought I would just start with a few of your lines. You can copy me and then maybe videotape yourself, email me with questions, and we can begin to learn this section of the play together that way. I'm sure Mark will have other ideas too now that I'm creating a video for you. So it starts with Marianne, and I'm going to give her the sign name of Marianne, talking with Roland, and I'll say Roland. So on her heart, in his head. It's kind of a cancer. So cancer is like the cells eating away at each other. It's kind of a cancer. It's kind of a tumor. Roland says, okay. Marianne says, it's at the front. He says, okay. And you'll see that's the letters, O, K. So you make like a V, you put your thumb in the middle, that's K. Okay. And they slide into each other, so they become one sign together. Okay. Ah. He says that a lot. Which is why, so you don't need to say which is, ASL has a different structure. So you go, which is why I've been having trouble typing. So you don't say I've been having trouble typing. You go, ooh, or bad typing. Which is why I've been having trouble typing. Why I've been having, well, see, it's hard because the words are in a different order. So why I've been having trouble typing. I understand. This is kind of like the light bulb going off in your mind when you see something and you recognize it. It's like, oh, the light bulb goes up. I understand. Marianne says, the doctor thinks they should operate. So cut and get rid of the cancer. Cut, operate. Roland says, good, good. Your palm is up, good. If you're going to do the opposite, you do bad. Switch it the other way. So good, good. Marianne goes, operation to start with, because there might be more afterwards. Roland goes, great. Marianne says, then they suggested radiation. So this represents Marianne's body, and this is the radiation hitting her body, radiation. Roland goes, okay. Marianne goes, but he said, and the he is the doctor, so doctor, it's like taking your pulse, is doctor. But he said, if I'm too weak, this is like your fingers are all bent, you're so weak you can't even hold your fingers up. But he said that if I'm too weak, then chemo. This is medicine, science. And Roland goes, chemo, what? And she goes, chemo. It's a year, requires a year. Chemo. It's a year. Roland goes, a year? Marianne says, it might be less. Roland goes, less than a year? So reduced time in a year? Less than a year? She says, yes. This is like your head nodding. Yes. He goes, like, wait, hold on. Less than 1 year of your life to live? He wasn't specific. You make a little circle and hit your thumbs together. Specific. So what did the doctor say? Oh, I went online. This is internet. The two fingers, two different places, and they connect. Internet. I went online. Who? Roland goes, so who said less than a year? Oh, they. That's like, it's vague. It's all of the people in front of her. They said we should talk about all of that when next we meet. These are all these people talking at each other. When next we meet. But when I went, but two things are opposite each other. But this is the sign for happen. That's what would go there. But when I got back to, put your pinkies up, campus, I went to a forum. This is a lecture. Somebody talk. They said we should talk about all of that when next we meet. But when I went back to campus, I went on a forum. He goes, a forum? People, this is like an upside down K. So it's a V with your thumb in the middle, the P goes down. People had left, this is sentences. It's like the lines on the page. People had left all these dedications. Respect, dedications to all these people they had known had died. Your hands flip over, died. There were pages and pages and pages of them. So it's like you're showing the piles of papers, but it's online probably, so it ends up being all of the comment feeds. There had been pages and pages of them. Most of the comments were really very wet and drippy. This is insult. I got really angry. He goes, angry? So much crap. So this is shit. It's like your butt with the shit coming out the bottom. Shit. So much crap. If you want to be more refined, you could say too much BS. Too much crap. Roland says, what do you mean? That's all you have to do is mean. Your two fingers against your hand and you switch them. What does that mean? A person dies. When someone dies. Roland says, right. So your two pointer fingers and you hit them on top of each other. So I'm going to stop with that chunk. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed. If you need something repeated, luckily with videotape, you can rewind as many times as you want to come back and go forth. But you could also contact me to help. My email is lrdnpa@rit.edu. So you can email me. I'm happy to respond, send you more video, just type answers, and I'll send some resource materials too about sign in general. Okay, bye and good luck with that.